welcome to the KF Podcast YouTube edition. This is our 2019 Bracket Battles Tournament of Villains West Division.
Or bracket.
Or bracket. West Bracket.
West Bracket.
West Briscoe. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just stumbled across us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com, at KF Podcast at KF Podcast, the KF Podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's what happens when I take a week off. All right. So we got the West bracket. We got Rob, Brock, Justin, Dawn.
Yep.
We're going to go through. If you listen to our East bracket, you know that Sinestro won.
Yep.
And now we're going to figure out who's going to...
So I'll put the West bracket on the screen now.
Sweet.
And there you go. That's what we're looking at. And we're going to start going through these rounds, starting with round one.
All right. So I like to go start from the bottom. So we're going to do Dr. Doom versus Killer Frost.
All right. Does anybody in their logical mind have Killer Frost beating Dr. Doom?
No.
No.
I think this is a pretty easy, clean sweep, and
All
it's
right.
on to the next. Dr. Doom's too much for her.
So we got Atomic Skull versus Nitro.
This is
I
good.
need Suede because I don't know much about Atomic Skull.
Atomic Skull is he's wearing like a robot suit, but he can absorb energy.
Yeah.
And like they're both like a bomb going up, but Atomic Skull has strength. I mean, he's punched Superman in the face before and gone toe to toe with him.
Face.
You know, my pick. I think if Nitro blows up, Atomic Skull would absorb the energy and just punch and kill the shit out of him. I don't think.
Doesn't Nitro like regenerate from one cell though?
Yeah.
Something stupid like
They
that.
turn to gas.
From what I read with Nitro, he has to have every molecule available to him to be able to reform.
Okay.
He can't just reform. He basically turns into a mist after the explosion, and every single molecule has to be back for him to actually reform.
Okay.
Where Atomic Skull has a containment suit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I would have to say Atomic Skull then.
Justin.
Very similar, but
I had Nitro because I didn't realize Atomic Skull could absorb power. I just figured Nitro would blow up and it would be over.
Rob.
does he really absorb things?
I did a cursory overview of these two because I'm not familiar with either one. And I had Nitro because of his ability to turn into a gaseous state.
Who'd you have, Ken?
Well, I didn't know because that's the first I'm looking at.
So we had two Nitros. I had Atomic Skull. Brock, who did you have?
I said Atomic Skull.
I'm going to go Atomic Skull because of the absorbing situation.
Okay. Brock, are you verifying that?
I'm verifying it.
Do I need to pause? Let's pause for 1 second. Okay, we're moving on.
He did it on that one episode of Justice League Unlimited when he fought Supergirl, I think.
Atomic Skull, moving on.
All right, we got Mongol versus Titania.
Two big, strong punching people. I think Mongol.
I thought Mongol could shoot energy beams.
I think he does. He has weapons, too. I think Mongol...
Does he have a Sinestro Core ring?
No.
No.
I think he's way too strong
Does
for
he have Black
Titania.
Mercy?
What's that?
It's a plant that he puts on people and like puts them in a comatose state.
I don't know.
I went with Mongol just because didn't he go toe-to-toe with Superman?
Yeah,
He did.
He's pretty strong. Anybody have Titania?
No.
All right.
Nope.
Moving on.
All right, we have Vulcan versus Desaad.
All right, I'll go first. I think Vulcan wipes the floor with Desaad. I think Desaad's a goof. Justin?
I had Vulcan.
Brock?
I have Vulcan as well.
I did
Rob?
Vulcan.
Ken, you were a Vulcan?
Yes.
All right.
All right, we got Proteus versus Shadow Thief.
This is interesting.
This is interesting, too. Justin, did you do a little research on this one, too?
I did. I'm trying to bring up what my research was. I had Proteus here. Basically, the Shadow stuff, there was no offense, really, that I found that Shadow Thief could do against Proteus. So I
Did
had
Proteus scare Shadow Thief? I mean, he, frightens people and warps your reality.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, to the point where you can't even, function. You know, he turns you inside out.
I don't know. Proteus has he's basically made of psionic energy.
Yeah.
And he can possess other people. So, and he can warp reality.
Yeah, I'd go Proteus.
Yeah, I'm down with Proteus.
Yeah.
Proteus.
Proteus. Maybe a little too powerful to be honest here. Well, metal can hurt him. His weakness is metal. Keep that in mind.
Right.
Well, we got rid of Magneto.
We did.
All right. So
There's no
next
metal
round,
on this bracket.
Atrocitus versus Abomination.
hard A words is this matchup. Is what this is.
Hard A's.
Rob.
I'm a huge Atrocitus fan, and I
Alright.
had Abomination.
Okay.
Really?
You chose Abomination, beating him, getting through the constructs and all that.
Yeah, because I still think that the rage can overcome his logical thinking in a
Alright.
battle without
Ken?
the rest of his team.
I was going to go Atrocitus, but with that in mind...
But wouldn't Abomination's rage power his ring?
Because this
Is it powered off your own rage or other people's rage?
Well, the Sinestro Corps worked off fear. That's why they recruited Scarecrow.
Yeah, this
I don't
one
know.
worked off of
And Batman.
I thought it was inner rage.
It's inner rage because it goes
so it's
based
different than
upon-
the other rings.
Brock, your vote.
I'll go with Abomination.
All right, then I guess Abomination wins. I would have won Atrocitus. Justin.
I had Atrocitus.
All right. Next round.
Super Skrull versus Shade. Super Skrull. Super Skrull's going to win.
I'd go Super Skrull. Brock.
Super Skrull.
Anybody have Shade?
Nope.
Okay. Last one in round one.
We got Brainiac versus Rhino.
Rhino. I mean Brainiac.
No, he said Rhino.
Anybody have Rhino?
I want to, but I can't.
No.
I think Rhino's too stupid for Brainiac to do anything with, and
Yeah.
you can just pummel him.
All right. Round two.
Is this crazy Superman animated show tentacled Brainiac?
Yeah, he has like a powerful body and his mind
Oh,
powers.
he's got a
and-
powerful body.
Let's go to round two.
All right, Doctor Doom versus Atomic Skull. I think the only way you get past Atomic Skull with absorbing energy is Doctor Doom does magical stuff to him.
I like Doom. Anybody else not like Doom? He'd figure out a way to beat him. He's too smart.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, we got Mongol versus Vulcan.
Okay.
I'm going to go Mongol.
I as well.
I like Vulcan in this. Not because I have a hard on for Summers Brothers, but
Even though he does.
Clearly.
Justin.
I'll go Vulcan.
Ken, you're the decider.
Oh,
Let me read this about Mongol's powers here. He has a really dense muscle structure that makes it so energy blast cannot penetrate his flesh. It also gives him speed and
Vulcan
other
also
stuff.
controls kinetic energy too. He's the master of
Yeah.
energy
And Vulcan can siphon energy.
off of people, drain you completely.
interesting.
Ken, make a decision.
But can he leap several miles into the air with his powerful legs?
I guess I'll do Vulcan.
He can fly.
All right, Ken likes Vulcan. Vulcan.
I mean, I don't
moves
like
on.
him, but
He has energy blasts that can stagger or even kill Superman if released at full blast.
All right, go next.
all right, we got Abomination versus Proteus.
I like Proteus.
There it is.
Proteus.
Yep.
All right.
Proteus should have been X'd.
He should have been. Brainiac versus Super Skrull. I say Super Skrull
Why?
because he can shapeshift. And he can shapeshift in
So
any.
can Brainiac.
I like Brainiac.
I think
in that.
Brainiac's too smart.
I think
Fall
he's too
for the
smart for Super
shape
Skrull.
shifting.
It's Brainiac.
Super Skrull. He's going to stretch out real thin.
Justin?
Visible eyes.
Brainiac.
All right. We got some interesting round three coming up here. Some interesting matches. He should be pretty
Once
interesting.
again, 1 DC, 3 Marvel.
Yeah. Again.
All right, so
Either
let's
DC
do
wins.
Vulcan versus Doctor Doom.
Okay. Even though I'm a big Vulcan guy, I think Doom's the one person that can figure out how to, with the magic and everything, can figure out how to beat him and do something that would counteract his abilities. So I like Doom.
I like Doom.
Justin,
Doom.
what'd you guys have?
Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
All right, we got Brainiac versus Proteus.
I think this is a bad matchup for Proteus. The whole machine thing.
Yeah, metal. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Metal.
metal. It's machine. He wouldn't be
Mind.
affected by that mind stuff thing.
Yeah.
I like Brainiac in this one.
Yep,
too.
good call.
That's the worst matchup for Proteus. It's
Yep.
all metal and a human mind and not to torture.
Yep.
I think he would laugh at Proteus's power. All right, here's a great. I mean, this is a 1 and a 2.
Yep.
This is kind of how we wanted it. Brainiac versus Doctor Doom.
I don't know how to
The
vote.
final round. Let's go.
I think it would be a toss-up, except for Doom has mystical arts.
Right.
which I feel like throws a monkey wrench into Brainiac's situation.
I like both these villains, but I think Doctor Doom's is the one person that could outsmart Brainiac.
I don't know if he's that smart.
Well, with all the other stuff he has too, with the Mystic stuff and all that, I think he'd find a way to beat. Like he could beat Ultron. I think he could beat Brainiac.
They are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Doom.
Anybody have Brainiac?
I'll say Brainiac just to be different.
All right, but we like Doctor Doom.
But I think it could go either way.
So I think that worked out well. We got Sinestro and we got Doctor Doom. I think we're doing well.
A Marvel and a DC.
Marvel and a DC worked out well.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, take us out.
All right, everyone, please like, share, subscribe, invite, comment here about what you think about what we did, and kiss your mother on the mouth for me.
All right, see you later.